Hello students, today we are going to read the 7th topic from our EVS textbook. The name of this lesson is Green Plants. Please keep your fingers and read along with me. You find so many plants in your school garden or a nearby garden. Most of these plants have green leaves. Why is a leaf green in color? A leaf is green in color due to the presence of a green pigment called chlorophyll. chlorophyll, chlorophyll. We know that plants are living things. They make their own food. The green leaves of the plants make food. Let us learn about the parts of a leaf. So here you can see a picture which is showing parts of a leaf. The different parts of a leaf are stalk, leaf blade, main vein and side veins. So the first part is stalk. Leaf is attached to the stem with the help of a stalk or petiole. Here you can see this part is called stalk or petiole. The second is leaf blade. So this is the leaf blade. The flattened part of a leaf is called leaf blade or lamina. It helps a leaf to trap the sunlight. The third part is main vein. Main vein or midrib runs through the middle of a leaf. So can you see this? The vein that runs exactly in the middle. This is called as the main vein or the midrib. The fourth part is side vein. A number of side veins arise from the main vein. These veins help to transport water, minerals and prepared food from the leaf. So here you can see these veins. The veins that arise from the main vein are called the side veins. Here you can see the picture of stomata. What is this stomata? The lower surface of a leaf has many tiny pores. These tiny pores are called stomata. Singular is stoma. A leaf takes in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen and excess water vapor through stomata. So what are the functions of leaves? Functions of leaves. Leaves make food for the plants. So they are called kitchen or food factories of a plant. Leaves help plants breathe through stomata. Leaves give shape and color to the plant. Page number 38. Photosynthesis. PHOTO. Photo. SYNTHESIS. Synthesis. Photosynthesis. The process by which green leaves make food with the help of carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means putting together. How leaves make food. Roots absorb water and minerals from the soil and send them to the leaves through stem. Leaves take carbon dioxide through stomata and absorb sunlight with the help of chlorophyll. They use sunlight to put water and carbon dioxide together to make food. This plant food is a simple sugar called glucose. When food is prepared, it is taken by the veins and the stem to all parts of the plant. Oxygen is given out through stomata. How plants use their food? Plants use their prepared food, that is glucose, in the following ways. They burn it to produce energy. They use it for their growth and repairing damaged cells and tissues. They store extra food in the form of starch in their different parts like leaves, roots, fruits, stems or flowers. We eat these parts of the plant as food. Page number 40. Some unusual plants. We have just learned that plants make their food in green leaves. But there are some plants that do not have leaves and some others that do not have green leaves. How do they make their food? A cactus plant does not have leaves. It has spines. It has a thick and fleshy green stem. It makes its food in its fleshy stem by the process of photosynthesis. The leaves of some plants like croton have chlorophyll, but they appear dark red in color. This is because the red pigment present in them hides the green color of the chlorophyll. Such leaves make food by the process of photosynthesis. Moulds and mushrooms do not have chlorophyll. They cannot make their food. They get their food from dead and rotting plants and animals. Earlier, they were considered as plants. Now, they are kept in a separate category called fungi. Dodder, also known as amarbel, is a parasitic plant. It is found hanging over other plants. It cannot make its own food and uses the food made by the host green plant. So here you can see the picture of a cactus. As I read it, cactus has green and fleshy stem where the food is prepared. The plant of croton, it does not have green leaves but red leaves because of the red pigment present in it. And the dodder plant, which is a parasitic plant, it does not prepare its own food but it takes the food from the host green plant. Energy flow in organisms. We know that the sun is the main source of energy on the earth. Plants use sunlight along with water and carbon dioxide to make food. Plants are eaten by herbivores like rabbit, deer and buffaloes. These herbivores are eaten as food by carnivores like lions and tigers. This flow of energy in the form of food from one organism to another is called food chain. A food chain starts from a producer, that is a plant. So here you can see grass, which is the producer, is eaten as food by deer or other herbivores. Then these herbivore animals are eaten as food by carnivores. Example, lion. So grass is eaten by the deer, deer is eaten by the lion, and this is the way energy flows from the plants to the herbivores, from the herbivores to the carnivores. Interdependence of plants and animals. Plants and animals depend on one another for their survival. Plants give food to eat and oxygen to breathe to the animals. Animals breathe out carbon dioxide that is used by the plants to make their food. This is how plants and animals depend on one another. Page number 42. Balance in nature. A balance between the number of plants and animals is necessary in nature. What will happen if the number of animals increases suddenly? It will be difficult for plants to supply enough food and oxygen to all animals. Similarly, if there is a sudden increase in the number of plants, animals may not be able to supply enough carbon dioxide to the plants for the process of photosynthesis. What will happen if the number of either plants or animals decreases suddenly? It will disturb the balance in nature. To maintain this balance, we need to protect both plants and animals. So here you can see the animals, they give carbon dioxide which is essential for the process of photosynthesis in the plants, and the plants, they give food to eat and oxygen to breathe to the animals. And so it is very necessary that we protect both the animals and the plants, because if any one of both these decrease or increase, the balance in the nature will become imbalanced and various problems will arise. Now let us look at the key words. Chlorophyll. The green pigment present in the leaves is chlorophyll. Stomata. Tiny pores on the lower surface of a leaf are called stomata. Photosynthesis. The process by which green plants make their food with carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called as photosynthesis. Food chain. Flow of energy in the form of food from one organism to another is called as food chain.